If anyone wants to call in, feel free, link in the description. But Jaguars are kind of my last team. Then I'll kind of give an honorable mention. The Jaguars are kind of a team that are kind of starting to pick up steam, but because the AFC is so stacked, they're not going to get a lot of recognition, but they're definitely going to win their division. I mean, that's Colts, Texans, and Titans. I think the Titans might be the only competition, but I don't know about that one. So Jaguars are going to win their division. I don't know what seed they're going to be, but let's assume they're the 3rd or 4th seed, right? I mean, let's look at kind of their pickups for this last year. So their big concern was run defense. They weren't very good at the run defense. They pick up Michael Dogbe, who doesn't have a lot of stats. Michael Dogbe, he used to play for the Cardinals, but he's a kind of lengthy, bigger body in the middle. So that's depth. I mean, he's not great, but that's depth. Michael Dogbe. Henry Mondio, who played for the Giants last year. He's bounced around the league, but he actually had a little bit of a role. He's a good interior pass rusher, played for the Giants. Henry Mondo, whatever. So they got some depth there to shore up that defensive line. And then they lost Jawan Taylor at the left tackle position, but they replaced him with Anton Harrison, who started a lot of games, has a lot of experience. Left tackle from Oklahoma, Anton Harrison. They have Uchenna Nwosu, who they extended, and then Darrell Taylor, edge. I'm pretty sure they drafted a guy as well. It is either Cameron or Byron Young. Well, they drafted Ventrell Miller from Florida, who got suspended in 2021. In the 4th round, they drafted Ventrell Miller from Florida, who got suspended in 2021. But the thing with Ventrell Miller, he's a linebacker from Florida. But the thing with him is, if you look at his stats, like this guy had 74 tackles in 2021 through 11 games and 64 in 2022 through, he had 74 in 2020 as a freshman and tackles, and then he had 64 in 2022 as a senior or as a junior. But you might say, oh, okay, he's a linebacker. He's not going to, contribute much to the run game or the run defense. But no, that was one of his specialities. Is he's very violent coming downhill, and he was one of the best run stopping linebackers coming out of this draft. PFF gave him a 74 grade, obviously out of 100. PFF isn't the gospel. Well, a 74 running grade. So against the run defense, a run defense grade of 74 PFF grade gave him, which was one of the highest in last year's draft class. So this team to me is really, they have a lot of young, unproven pieces, but like Carcass says, Uchenna Nwosu, and then on the other side, they got some depth. Obviously, we're talking about Ventrell Miller from Florida, Michael Dogbe. So, and then you also add in the fact that they got, like he said, Calvin Ridley, comeback season. It might take him a little while to get back into football shape, like game shape, but he's been training, obviously. And it's not like he was hit with a serious injury. He was suspended for a stupid rule. But Calvin Ridley should be an important piece as well. They just extended Evan Ingram. They got, in the 2nd round, Brenton Strange, tight end from Penn State, who is a great tight end there. He had 32 catches for over 300 yards in 2022, which doesn't seem like a lot. I think it was like 332 yards. But in college, that's quite a bit. That's quite a bit, especially for a tight end. And he's kind of a dual threat tight end. You look him up, and from what I saw on film from him, it's like he can play both, but he can block really well in the run game, and he can also catch the ball. So 32 catches is pretty good through 12 games. But They also, if you're not counting a third year of Trevor Lawrence, who last year showed flashes. And by the way, underscore 187 underscore, welcome to the channel. I don't think I've seen you in here. He says, bang. I believe this stands for Bang Bang Niner Gang. Let's go Niners. Hey guys, quick reminder, if you guys want to call in, link in the description. So actually, I should have put a banner up there. Call in. I should have put a banner up. I don't know why I didn't. Link in the description. But anyways, to get back on my train of thought, you have another year of Trevor Lawrence. You have Travis Etienne, and then they also got. Let's see here. They got. I think I have it written down. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Next page. Sorry, guys. This is kind of unprofessional checking my notes. I need to get like one of those things that hangs in front of the screen where I have my notes. But they got Dearness Johnson, who used to be the Browns running back, who kind of had a few good games with them, was Nick Chubb's backup. So you have Travis Etienne. You obviously have Jermichael Hasty, ex-49ers running back. You have Dearness Johnson. So they've kind of made it a deal. If Travis Etienne goes down with an injury like he did last year, they've kind of made it to where they can lean on other running backs. So they have depth at the running back position with obviously Travis Etienne, Dearness Johnson, Jermichael Hasty. They have Evan Ingram, the tight end that they just extended. Then they have the Penn State tight end that they drafted in the second round. So Jaguars are going to be a great team. And they're going to have a lot of weapons. You're not counting the receiver core. Calvin Ridley, Christian Kirk, who are two top 30 receivers in this league. And then you obviously have, do I have any other? Yeah. Okay. I don't really have any other receivers that I can mention here, but those are two really good receivers. So they have weapons on the offense, and they short up the defensive line with the depth pieces that I just mentioned. So